with you all this morning, and I'm Nancy Kaysen. I have a little gift shop downtown called the Red Ribbon, and this is not Brene Beatty.
No, it's not. No, it's not, and it's early, and I'm still not Brene.
That's exactly right. Brene had to go this morning. Now, Mary, tell me if I'm right. She had to go this morning. She had to deliver a
Beagle.
Beagle.
Basset hound.
Basset
Basset
hound
hound.
to the UT Vet Center for surgery.
Yeah, at Knoxville.
In Knoxville. So you all know now if it was the show or the dog, y'all know what we're doing. So she has gone there. So sitting in her seat today
Renee
is Kim
does have her
Palo.
priorities.
She does. She has priorities. Is Kim Palo, and a lot of times Kim is behind the scenes for me, waving around and telling me to do things. But I pulled her out here, and of course she has a Wednesday morning show.
Yes, we do Wednesdays.
So she's 2 mornings in a row. Bless
That's
your
right,
heart.
I'm
I
done.
appreciate it. I figured
I'm completely
she's calling
done.
the week off now, folks. Don't
That's
anybody
right.
call
Don't
Kim and
even
ask her about
bother
anything.
me, no.
And this
So-
is Mary Ballard over here with her friend, and this is
This is Shayla.
Shayla.
Shayla is dog number 1686, and she is very urgent. Her due date was the 23rd
Of May.
of May. That is correct. So she is very, very urgent. There are several dogs there right now that are very urgent. As of yesterday morning, the kennels were full that they're actually using the quarantine room as part of to store because of the urgency of all these dogs. Adoptions have been down, and of course, right now is like intake is very, very high. There were 45 dogs, 7 puppies, 28 cats, and 45 kittens.
How many cats?
45 kittens, 28 cats. That was just yesterday morning.
I got you.
Yeah,
I
I
got you.
didn't get the figures from this morning, but that was yesterday morning's totals.
Now, folks, this is, and what did you say her name was?
This is Shayla.
Shayla.
Shayla's
Shayla
beautiful.
is a female, and so Shayla is $50, and they will spay her and give her her first round of shots.
Yes.
But I want you guys to look at this dog. This dog is I think she's part pointer, and I think she's part bird dog. She has the spots, the liver spots,
Right.
like that, and she is absolutely beautiful. And if she wasn't eating out of the little bag in Mary's lap, she's very calm.
Very calm.
Yes.
She's been here for a long time before we got started this morning, and she has just been precious. I mean, she's very well behaved. She's just as sweet as, as friendly as she can be, but she'd be a great pet.
Now, was she a stray or?
She was a stray.
Okay.
She wasn't an owner surrender. She was a stray. And if you look, she has a purple collar on. She was picked up off of Spring Place Road with this purple collar on her neck. So if anyone recognizes that, wants their dog back, holler at the shelter. And the shelter is at 360 Hill Street. And the phone number there is 479-2122. And Cleveland for a No-Kill City, their phone number is 464-6070. And if you want to put Shayla on the safe list or any other dog that you see on their webpage, their Facebook page, they list every dog every night.
And that's amazing, folks. And these
I
are
know.
volunteers that do this.
These are volunteers. They go out every day and take pictures of every dog that comes in and cats that come into animal control, and they list it on the Facebook page. Every night.
She's a
She
sweet.
has
She
been.
just loves her.
She can be.
She is very
she
sweet
is.
and very affectionate.
Very
Yes,
affectionate.
right?
Mary, maybe you need to rescue that dog.
That's right.
I know. I
she
have
is-
3 rescues
I
at
know
home
you
right
do.
now, plus my own dog.
And if you'll watch this tail, she's been wagging it.
Yes.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. I almost fell off the stage there.
I
but
must have dropped one.
but she is absolutely wonderful, folks, and what a great pet she would make. And I'm not going to say you can make a hunting dog out of this, because
No.
somebody will call me and say
She's a lap
you
dog.
lied, you lied. Because I think she is.
that you might hunt it out, but you might give it up easily.
She's also good with other dogs and cats, and great with children. She would love
seems
to
like
run and
she
play
would
in
be.
someone's backyard.
And her teeth are so
teeth
clean
are
I know,
and
clean.
nice.
they're just perfect.
I
I mean,
mean-
I was looking at that. I was
Yeah.
And she has a nice collar on. Someone's,
Somebody has lost
a
their dog.
And if you've lost your dog, please check the Facebook page or go by the shelter every day until you find your dog, because a lot of them do wind up there.
And that is true, because I know we lost one
I
time.
know. I've had one
And
found.
that's where we called, and the first day he wasn't there, and the second day he was there. So just because you call one day and that pet is not there, doesn't mean stop, it's not gonna be there, because
That's
you need to
right.
keep calling.
Right, and also they do have the postings up that they have
Right.
on their board there. So if they
Yeah.
haven't actually brought it in, if somebody has got a lost dog,
Oh, yeah,
Right.
you can find it through them. But
Bring
you know,
a co-
just
bring
a card or
bring
a picture.
Bring a picture, yeah, and be sure to put your phone number and everything. And a lot of the volunteers also take pictures of that posting on the board, and they'll post it on the rescue groups and around and shares those pages so that people. We're also looking for your dog. You don't know it, but we are.
Right.
Now, how many times have we had animals on here, folks, that we've tried to get to look at the camera?
Look at her.
I want
She's
you to look at
posing.
This is the biggest ham. She is right
She
there,
is.
looking right at the camera, and she's loving, evidently, seeing
minute
herself
of
on TV. She is
She's
absolutely
looking right at herself
wonderful.
on TV.
This
That
is
so cute.
wonderful.
That's a real sign of intelligence, though. They say that when an animal when a television set stops them and they see themselves and they are entertained by it, that's a sign of
Well,
intelligence.
now, they have this dog listed as a lab mix, and she does have some lab, and you know labs are very intelligent dogs. So between the hunting breed that she is and the lab, she's a very, very smart dog.
Does she have web feet?
You know,
She might be
I never
perfect
thought
here
to
in a
check
minute.
those
Maybe.
web feet.
She may be.
She has.
She might
yep,
be a phenomenon.
Okay, she has
She
web
has some
feet.
web feet.
So,
Yeah.
okay, this makes her perfect. So, for $50, she can be yours and spayed,
Spayed
so
and-
that you do not have to worry
Exactly.
about it. And a set of shots already on
Right.
her. So,
Right.
explain that a little bit to them.
Well, what you do is you adopt her out. You go to the animal control and you do adopt her out. They then will take the dog to either Dixie Day Spay on North Lee Highway or Appalachia Veterinarian Clinic on Spring Place, and they do the vetting for you, and then you pick them up that evening or at your assigned time. The vets will give you your time to pick up the dog at that time. And that's what the $50 will cover. And Animal Control's phone number again is 479-2122. And to put her on the safe list or any other dog that you see on the Cleveland for a No-Kill Facebook page, call Cleveland for a No-Kill City at 464-6070. And there is an adoption event this Saturday at Tractor
Okay.
Supply. We won't be in our usual spot though, out in the sun. We're going to be up near the building on the sidewalk between the jewelry store and Tractor Supply
Okay.
this Saturday. So if you don't see us right out on Key Street like we usually are, look farther back. We'll be there.
All right,
We're there.
because you do need to be in the shade. You
We
can't,
do.
Can't
Yeah,
leave
get
them
a
out
little
on the
warm.
concrete or the asphalt.
Yeah, with the
for
sunny,
2 or 3 hours.
with
in
the sun
heat.
that we're getting now,
Yeah.
it's getting too hot to have them out all the time, and so we're going to try to find
She's
a
a good
better
girl. I
location.
mean, look
too.
at this. She's
Really,
just a
she
good
is
girl, guys.
precious. She is precious.
She's
Now,
laying on my feet.
if I know it, and when you
She's
were
saying,
talking and you
"Mommy."
were on the camera, she was watching you. So I think she's yours.
Oh,
Mary.
she
I'm
knows.
sorry.
Look
She
at
knows
those
me.
eyes.
I've
Look
I've
at
seen
those
her.
eyes.
That is precious.
For
she
days
is
now.
absolutely little freckles on her nose and
I
everything.
know.
Now, if it's raining and storming, which it did yesterday afternoon and probably it's going to do today, and I don't know, but if it's raining and storming, then what do y'all do about the pet adoptions?
Well, then we will probably not go if it's
Okay.
storming really bad, and then you only have 2 hours at Animal Control to come and adopt a dog. They're open only on Saturdays from 10 until noon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so get there quick to get your dog. If it's storming, we won't bring the dogs out because of safety reasons.
Well, I understand that.
sure.
That's,
If it's lightning and
Absolutely.
so forth, we've got metal kennels that they're sitting in.
oh,
We
that's
don't-
not good.
we
And y'all
don't-
are standing right next to them.
and
in
around a
puddle
lot of
water.
metal there at Tractor
That's good.
Supply. Exactly.
Right. Well, I know that our first Springer Spaniel, when Flavis and I first got married, our first Springer Spaniel, all it had to do was cloud up.
Under the bed.
And there we went. And after we ate through the door to get in the house, we went under the bed. So I didn't know whether the stormy weather, and she's beautiful, folks. I'm
I
telling
know,
you, she's
she is.
absolutely wonderful.
And she's very healthy too.
she is healthy, and her
lot of
teeth are
dogs that-
gorgeous.
a lot of
Yes.
dogs that stay there that long have kennel cough. She doesn't have kennel cough. She's right now kennel cough is kind of down because we've been getting them out, but right now they're getting full again, and we need to get them out before they do start getting kennel cough.
You are just precious. Yes,
She
you are.
is. She is. She's just so friendly. From
I'm
the
telling you,
minute she
folks,
walked in.
She and those of you that know about hunting dogs, look at this profile from here. I mean, she's a hunting dog, but now whether or not she'll ever hunt anything,
That's right.
I don't know.
It may be like because
I
when-
think she's spoiled, so I don't think.
when they came in this morning, I was sitting here and I was just waiting, and I heard her talking to Shayla, and I thought Shayla was a person because they were just,
Having a
she was just having a
conversation.
conversation.
Having
big
a
time. And
conversation.
When Shayla came in, I said, I thought you were a people's, because she was just carrying on with you like you were a person, because
That's
she
the way I
is
do
just
all my
personable.
dogs. I
She's
talk
just
to
so
them
I do that
personable.
too. She
Anita.
is
She's
just so
child or-
personal.
uh-huh.
And I'm
very
telling you right
personable.
now, folks, the markings on this dog,
Beautiful.
she's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous.
You are
I don't know if you
somebody.
can see the little spots
The
that she
little
has
spots.
intermingled in here too.
Yeah, and those are what remind me of a
absolutely
pointer.
of the pointer,
And
exactly.
so that's the reason I think maybe she's part that. Of course, if you go to the shelter and get a dog and they say, we think it is so-and-so and so-and-so, that is no guarantee that that's what it is. Because nobody knows. I mean, unless they bring papers with them that say, I am lab and English pointer, then you can just forget it. So
We fostered a puppy one time that they told us that they thought it was half Chihuahua, and it was a pit bull.
Oh, good. Okay.
The puppy was premature and it was sick, and so it looked really tiny.
Tiny.
When it was a pit bull. So yeah, you might not want to take a big
just,
guarantee on that.
No, just kind of look at it and say, well, this looks to me like, but she does have web
But
feet.
this
so
one, yes, this one's a pretty safe bet.
But
I
do
think.
pointers have web feet? Do some hunting dogs
No,
have
it's
web
the
feet?
labs
It's
that
the
have
labs?
well, it's the water
I didn't know.
retrievers.
Water
will have
retrievers, yeah.
springers, the spaniels, the water retrievers
don't.
have the web feet.
Oh, they do?
But yeah, so it's anybody that's going in the water for a hunting dog that's going to jump off your seawall and not like our first one that jumped off our seawall and went straight down to the bottom.
You had to jump in after.
Flavis had to go in after it. I mean, he was just sitting there on the bottom, not trying to, blowing bubbles and not trying to come up.
Web
for air.
feet or nothing.
That's right. We
Too
didn't care
bad.
about the web feet. So we learned right then that just because they have web feet does not mean they necessarily swim. Give us a couple of phone numbers again, Mary, because
Okay.
we're coming up on a commercial here.
Okay. Cleveland for a no-kill city is 464-6070, and the animal control is 479-2122.
And that's over on Lay Street, folks, and right off
Hill
of,
Street.
Hill Street, right off of
Inman.
Inman, going
yeah,
down over the hill.
As you're
like
going
you're
out
going, like you're going to
64.
Polk
The
County,
river.
right? And it's right there, and there is a sign.
Mm-hmm.
And I've told y'all this before. Go to the website and the Facebook page and look at the pictures and pick you out one there. If I go out there, I can't
don't-
afford
I-
it.
Well,
I
now,
cannot
Nancy, right now
afford
we
it.
need you to go
I
because
know
we
you
need
do.
them out.
I know you do, and
We
I
need
don't
them
have
out.
enough money to go do that because I know that I'd want everyone that was there, and especially if they were puppies or a dog like this. So, folks, these are
This
good
is a baby
dogs
right
out
here.
there.
This is a
And
baby.
This
Look
one,
at her.
this is
Look at
grade
how
A
precious.
special.
This
You
one is
need
special.
you need to get this one,
Look at
folks.
how
So,
precious.
Right.
Mary, again, we always thank you for going out in the morning, picking up these dogs and bringing them in, and we hope that we do rescue some of these and find homes for them on the TV show because she's really special, folks.
Well, Nancy,
Honestly, I mean,
Um,
great kudos to you.
yeah,
I mean, honestly,
yeah.
that's a lot of
well,
dedication
Nancy, it's
and
always
time.
my pleasure, and I do it for the dogs.
I know
and
you
the
do.
cats.
I know you do, and the cats.
We love the
cats.
cats.
Don't
We
forget
love
cats.
the cats.
We love
And there's
cats.
a bunch
It's
of them there. So
Yes, they
go
just don't
get you a
show
cat.
quite as well as the dogs do.
They
so-
don't stay.
That's right.
No,
Okay,
they don't.
we're gonna help ourselves here to the bank. Okay, how adorable! She's precious.
Oh,
folks.
well.
She's precious.
Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back with some of our two-legged friends to tell you about some things that are going on. So we'll be right back. Mary, thank you. And that is too cute.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now, Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back, and I told you we'd be back with some two-legged friends, and here we are with Mary Lou Wood, and she's from The Cannery. Now, just tell them in case they don't know what The Cannery is.
Okay, The Cannery is the little gold nugget of Bradley County.
Absolutely.
We love it. We're the only cannery in Tennessee that cans in glass jars. It is no cost to the participants. They come in and can. The year before last year we had a storm that kind of tore up our building. So we was down 7 weeks. But the year before that we did 27,000 jars of food.
Oh my
and
goodness.
had 423 families participating.
How many?
423.
That's wonderful.
People considers how many families this entails. It's wonderful. And we have people, got a couple of good ones I can tell you, that this one grandmother has her children and they work second shift. She has her grandchildren and some great-grandchildren all afternoon and night. She comes down there and she cans like 400 to 600 cans of food a season.
Wow.
And feeds these kids.
That's great, and they're eating good food.
They're eating good
not
food.
a can off the
Right,
shelf
right.
that has sodium and all this
Yes.
other stuff in it.
And no MSGs, no sodium, no
Right.
anything, whatever you want to put in it. And she has a variety. She has all kind of beans. She has green beans, squash, pumpkin, apples, peaches, pears, squash. Anything you can buy in a store canned, you can can at the cannery.
Now, do you bring your own produce or or fruits or whatever,
You bring your own produce, you bring your own jars and your own lids. And if you can prepare it at home, that's great. If you can't, we have a place down there where you can sit and prepare your stuff, break your beans, peel your potatoes, peel your apples, whatever you need to do. And then I, and hopefully a volunteer too, will assist you. We don't let you do the hot work. You don't put them in the canners. You don't take them out of the canners. We do that for you. And you just heat it up in our big old pots, fill your jars. Then we take over.
Okay.
And if you're doing beans, it's going to take, or potatoes, it's going to take 90 minutes, or corn, then you've got a 2.5-hour appointment. If you've got a 40-minute pressure time, you've got a 2-hour appointment. A 25-minute pressure time, excuse my voice.
Right, I meant to tell them she's had laryngitis and we weren't sure she was going to get to do this, but she's a trooper.
Yep. But anyway, then you'll have an hour appointment. We do make specific appointments. We can tell you when to come, and I can tell you approximately what time you'll be leaving, because I set it up for the duration of time that you're going to need to be there. And about 30 minutes before your appointment's up, I have another one come in, because they can start theirs in the pot while yours is coming out of the canner, and we rotate that all day long.
Now,
So it's
what are your hours?
5:30 a.m.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll be
here
there,
you are.
I started saying,
Nancy and I'll be there.
Oh yeah. I don't know that I could fix food at 5:30 a.m.
For
but-
anyone. I
Hey,
don't care if
these
they
are the
work or
happiest people in the world. These people come in there, they are jovial, they are happy, they're so pleased to be there that we have a good time. It's not work, it's fun. Excuse me. And then I quit my appointments at 11 because I have to get there by 1:30 because it gets hot.
Okay, because we're not air conditioned in there.
We cannot air condition because we have steam pipes. If the air conditioner is the steam pipes, they drip water. And it makes water in your food.
See, this is so interesting because, of course, I've never canned a thing. I've grown one or two things, but not for very long.
Would you believe at least
So that is wonderful.
1/4 or more of the people that come in there have never canned before in their life? And we're getting a lot of young people, and I'm really encouraging these young people.
That is wonderful.
Please come and learn how to can.
Absolutely.
Because it's getting now to where the food you buy is so absorbed with everything else.
Sure.
You need to get your own food, and there may come a time when you're going to need 300 or 400 jars of food sitting in your garage.
Right, absolutely.
So these young people need to get in there and learn how to can.
Absolutely. Now, I know Renee goes there often because she does soups and she does all kinds of beans.
She does. Renee's a great
And
cook.
and she's just thrilled. In fact, she was upset that she wasn't going to get to be here today because you were going to be here. And but I know she enjoys it. Now, do we call you to make an
You
appointment?
have to come to make an appointment. I
Okay.
cannot take walk-ins at all
Uh-huh.
because I am so organized with this and so filled up that I can only take those I've got on schedule.
Okay.
If you can walk in with your stuff, I'm sorry, I can't take you. Unless I just had a cancellation, and that's very rare.
Okay, now there's got to be more than just me out there that I know nothing about this. So when you tell me that I need to bring my jars and my lids and my produce, now am I going? You said that there's a place for me to fix it, but you said like soup. So if she's already cooked her soup, she just brings that in a pot and then you ladle it there, or does she already have it in the jars and she just seals them?
If you have time and can do it at home, chop your onions, celery, carrots, potatoes, whatever you're going to put in your soup, bring it in a big pot. We dump it in the big 50-gallon container and heat it for you.
Oh.
And when it gets to a certain boiling stage, we let you put it in your own jar, put your lids on it, and usually there's a lot of people there to help you. You don't do all this yourself normally. And then we put it in the pressure cooker. You go over and help somebody else peel the potatoes while yours is pressuring. And then when it gets through, you take it home.
Well, see, that sounds like a field trip to me.
It is. It would be kind of like a
I
field
told
trip.
Joe that if there was a place that you could go that you could quilt and that you could make homemade jams and that you could can and do all that for about maybe 2 weeks, I'd go.
Well,
I don't know
right
if I
out
could-
here.
So
Right
that's a
off
great
Peerless
place. It's right in my
Resorts.
backyard.
Peerless Road. Yes.
Right behind the farmer's market. You come down to the recycling center with a little block building, right there with the recycling center.
Well, excellent.
And yes, and the phone number is
Yes, this is important, folks. Write this down.
728-7031. And ask for me, Mary Lou, because I do set up all the appointments.
And you have to call and make an appointment. Now, I've told you before, Flavis and I do our canning at home.
Yep.
Because Miss Dottie had all the, the big pots and everything, and so we do all our canning at home. And it's really fun at home because after we can something, then we sit and we hear this ping, 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 and we'll say, "Oop, that one's sealed," and you just kind of count off to see if everything's sealed.
The advantage that I have over your canning, say you've got 3 bushel of green beans. 3 bushel of green beans would make about 35 to 40 quarts. How many times are you going to have to run that through your pressure cooker?
Ooh, let's see, 7 into 35 is quite a few. I'm going to have to run that in quite
I
a few.
can put that in 3 cookers at one time and have you out there in 25 minutes.
Right. And see, that's a benefit.
Yeah.
It really, really is.
If you cook any quantity over 7 quarts, you need to come down there. And my pressure cookers holds 18 per cooker. I have 6 cookers. That's 109 quarts I can do at one time.
And did you tell me you do this for nothing? That it doesn't cost anything?
It does not cost anything.
It's our
tax
dollars
dollars at work.
That's right. Absolutely.
No kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just learning a whole lot. Not to mention that I just learned that Nancy cans and cans. She's not only that, she's tanking. You're a tank.
That's it. And I do jelly, and I do pickles,
No
and I
kidding.
do
Well,
yeah.
Nancy,
I
on the
do
domestic
jelly and I do
look at
jams and
y'all.
I do pickles
See,
in large
she
quantities.
does large, and she does it for people that
don't
not
do
just
any of
herself.
that.
And but
I
honestly, it's healthier food when you do it that way. Because it's
And
like
it's
Mary Lou said,
yummier.
you do not know exactly what you're getting in that can unless you turn around on the back side and read when you're in the grocery store, and it'll surprise you sometimes.
And if you'll come to the farm, if you don't have your own garden, and come to the farmers market. Our farmers have great deals.
Oh yes, they do.
I mean, they really have great deals for that produce up there. And the more often you come, the more they get to know you. You'll get 14 ears instead of a dozen, or 15 ears and a dozen, or something like that. So they really are good to the canners.
They are. Miss Shadden waits on Flavis to get there, and she'll holler at him and say, "I've got your corn today," or "I've got your tomatoes today,"
And
or
she'll have it
whatever.
bagged up,
And she
ready
will.
for you.
She will. And it's wonderful produce. It really, really is. So now let's explain to them just a minute how we are fortunate enough to have this cannery.
Well, through the University of Tennessee is where this is established at. Bill Hale, a long time ago,
Yes.
started this
God
cannery.
love him, yes.
1972 or 74. And the agriculture department is actually the administrator over it. And then I get my check from Bradley County. I don't know how it formulates, but I get paid through Bradley County. And I am getting paid this year. I've always been a volunteer.
Yay! Oh, yay! We are so
volunteer.
proud of you.
I know.
I volunteered there for 6 years. And this year, Retha's not going to be there. She's going to be there maybe 1 or 2 days a week, but I am the manager this year, and I actually get paid this year, so I don't know how I'm going to act when I get paid.
You're just silly.
Yeah.
You'll go to the Red Ribbon.
I'll do something. That's it.
Come spend your money with me.
There
Right.
you go.
Right.
But, yeah, the Bradley County taxpayers pay the salary, and they also give us grants. Like the year before last, we got new pressure cookers.
Yes.
We got a few new blenders, mixers, and that's another thing, too. We have everything you need. We have blenders, choppers, mixers, knives, cutting boards, sieves, anything strained with, stuff to make jelly with. We've got it all there.
Wow.
So you don't have to bring
Now, is it okay if we just come out there and take a gander and
come
just come
take a
out there and
gander.
look and see how? Because I need to. if
Kim
I
wants
was
to do a field trip.
Well,
before I go out there and try anything, I need to just go and get the concept in my head because my mother wasn't a canner either.
No, she wasn't. Okay.
It's been 30
I have no
minutes.
concept.
And also, I do have classes down there.
Wow.
This year, I've already got 4 classes scheduled. If we get open, we're not open yet. They're having to hook up to the Cleveland sewer system. And
Oh, yeah.
it's not done yet, so I'm still sitting here waiting and waiting and waiting.
When do you anticipate that happening?
Well, Kim told me that as of right now, hopefully June the 29th, he's going to have an open house.
Okay.
So it's going to be in June when all the food is coming in, so it's going to be really
Oh,
hard.
you're going to be
at that time.
slammed.
We'll be slammed. But people, I still can't take walk-ins. I still have to
Right.
make an appointment, and I'm sorry if you call and I'm booked. That's just the way it's going to be because we are going to be slammed.
All right, so they need to call now and start making their plans for July.
I've
then.
already got 31 appointments.
31
Oh, wow.
waiting on a list right now.
Wow.
For my first 2 weeks.
All right,
My
Mary Lou, give
goodness.
that phone number again because people won't know how to look you
Yes.
up in the phone book.
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
728 7031.
And Kim's writing that down
I
right now.
know. I'm just all excited. I've got something
And
to do
if you
this
do
summer.
want to come by like Kim and spend 30 minutes to look, we have visitors all the time. And I also do have some special classes. I usually have one of the First Baptist New Mothers. The museum's going to bring a class up there this year. Of
Good.
Young people.
Good.
Polk County has their 4-H club to come up there one time, and then Copper Basin has their home economics class to come one time. And then I think I'm going to do some with the Teachers Association this year to teach
Wow.
some of the teachers that I can.
That is
Oh,
great.
that'd be
When I said
great.
we've been teaching our son,
Okay.
so that because he loved his Grandma Dottie's green beans. Now Grandma Dottie doesn't do this anymore, so he's having his daddy's green beans. And we said, now one of these days it'll be your green beans. So he's learning how to do it. So this is something that you need to hand down.
And if these teenagers think they don't, wait till they get married. My granddaughter just turned 20. She got married last year, and all of a sudden she wants to can.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Lord.
That's right. That
It
is wonderful.
It is. I really wish I would know how to do that. I'm very interested in
Yeah.
it.
And then the things we can't can, we'll show you how to freeze them. But most everything we don't can corn. Corn is not good to can.
No.
We can no meats,
Right.
no meat.
Right.
Oh, that's okay. I don't eat
Yeah.
meat.
That's.
But we
yeah.
can teach you how to freeze it.
Yeah. And corn, we always just freeze our corn.
Yeah.
Because that's about the best thing to do. Mary Lou, thank you so much
You're
for being
so
with us today.
welcome.
Give them that phone number one more time because I just know that they won't know where to look for you in the phone book.
728-7031. Or you can call the extension office and get it. But
And
it's
they
better
are
to
right
call
there
me.
on Peerless Road, right there with the farmer's market, which is already open, isn't it?
The farmer's market's open.
All right, so if you're driving about down Peerless, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday,
Yep,
Tuesday, Thursday,
and
Saturday is
is
the farmer's market there on Peerless.
But the
And-
cannery is Monday through Friday.
Yeah, Yeah, so you need to call Mary Lou if you want to come in and can, and be sure you have your vegetables, you know you're going to have some vegetables.
I give them instructions. They call me for an appointment. I tell them everything they're going to need, what they're going to be doing, and how long they're going to be there.
I think that's wonderful.
I do too. I do too.
You're right. You're the little gem of Bradley County.
Gold nugget.
The gold nugget. The gold
And the
nugget.
thing about it is, folks, Bradley County, like Mary Lou said, we're the only cannery that uses the glass jars, and I wouldn't eat a canned thing that wasn't in a glass
either.
jar.
I wouldn't either.
So there we go. Mary Lou, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Folks, we'll be right back with Sharon Westfield, who's going to tell us about some activities that are coming up. So don't go away. We'll be right back. Thank you so much.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000 bucks. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back. And we really appreciate Mary Lou Wood being with us from the Cannery, and that is out on Peerless, at the farmers market on Peerless. Now, folks, we have several farmers markets, so don't get it confused. It's the one on Peerless, and we do have one on Urbane Road, and I think it's open every day except Sunday. And then starting this afternoon, the one at First Street.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
It is
we'll
today.
be there. So
it is today.
It is.
starting.
So we're going to start today if the weather holds out for that. And right over here in this lovely lime outfit,
I
that
know.
I'm just very envious because I love lime. We have Sharon Westfield, and she's from the Senior Activity Center. And I called her and I said, Sharon, you need to come on because I've seen this calendar, and y'all just stay busy all the time.
All the time.
I just love it.
All the time.
Tell us about the Senior Activity Center.
Well, first let me say that the Senior Activity Center is on Urbane Road.
Right.
We open for 8 to 4 every day, and for $10 a year, you can become a member. And for $1.50 a day, you can eat every day. We have a lunch program there.
Well, there's a deal.
And we also, if we have seniors out there that don't drive and they join the lunch program, the Settler bus to pick them up for free. They'll bring them and they'll take them home. So that's
I
a
have a
plus.
neighbor, and he about every morning about 7 o'clock he gets on that Seth, and that's where he's going to the senior center every day. They
Every
say
day.
if he's about if they're about 10 minutes late, he's calling everybody he knows
He
because
do.
he wants to get to the senior center.
Yeah, we have them.
That's
and-
wonderful.
And
It
don't
is
let. And
wonderful.
sometimes we had new bus drivers this week, and if they get left, they will call and say they left us. We need to come.
Oh my gosh.
We have people that come every day to eat lunch, and then we have people that don't ride the bus that just come in and eat lunch. We have, like, I think last month we had almost 750 people to come through to eat for the month.
Wow.
Well, for $1.50, you can't beat
I
that.
reckon.
And really, it's by it being government funded, you can come and don't really have to pay anything. If you don't have it, we'll still let you
Right,
eat.
sure.
You have to be 55 to join the center, but you have to be 60 to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to be
Okay.
60 years old to eat.
So it is the Senior Activity Center.
Yes, it's
Now,
And that's such a social time as well.
Yeah.
well, this calendar of events, Sharon, honest to goodness, you go from Monday through Friday, and you have a jam-packed day every day.
Every day. When I left today, we have a set of ladies that play canasta Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
And I can't close till they get through.
Okay, there
So
you go.
and then we have men in the pool room that are playing pool every day, and the people in town at the town pool room have found out that we have the biggest pool room. So now we're getting them out there. So now our
But now they
guys,
still have to be 55.
you have to be 55 to join.
come
yeah.
shoot
So
pool.
they can shoot pool. Yeah, we'll let them come free for the first 2 or 3 times, but we even
Okay.
have young kids coming in there asking, can they play? We'll let them play one time. But
One time.
the other day they came in, they said, can we play? I said, I'm so sorry. And the men are very protective over the pool room.
I'm sure
I'm
they are.
sure that's
Yeah.
very territorial.
Yeah.
No, I
room,
reckon not.
The pool room is a big thing at the senior center.
And then you told me that you all have exercise.
Every morning at 9 o'clock to 9:45, we have a low impact exercise. A lot of people that have had knee surgery, have had back operations, they just swear by it that it's helping them. And we have a group that come in that don't even, I mean, they belong to the center, but that's the only thing that they do. So it's usually running like 35 to 40, sometimes 50 every morning. They get up and come to that
That's great.
exercise.
Now I qualify age-wise. I can do this.
I'm way too young.
and for yeah right. And for $10, I told Flavis yesterday. I said we need to talk about this, big boy, because we could go do low impact exercise from 9 to 9:45, and we don't open the shop until 10 o'clock, and that gives us time. Now, what do we wear for those exercises? Just street clothes, or do
They just wear street clothes. Now we have the ones that's really into exercise that wear their exercise.
Oh
And,
gosh, okay.
Yeah, and they
You don't have to
do.
worry about
They're really into it. But now we have our seniors that come every day.
Mm-hmm.
That is the highlight of their day, coming to exercise. And after they get through, they'll say, "Oh, I can feel a difference in my back, in my leg." And we have had people that couldn't exercise. You know, after they were sick or something,
Mm-hmm.
they would call every day. "I'll be back tomorrow. I'm going to get my boot off. I'm going to come back." We just had a
That's
lady to get her
wonderful.
boot off, but they love that exercise. It's a
Do they
very
have the
good-
bands? Do they use the bands?
They use
or
the band. They do have the
Those
bands.
are very good for.
Yeah.
It's what I hear is to be low impact on the joints and that
They
kind
do.
of thing.
They do. A lot of it is just sit down, you know, raise
Right,
up the arms, the jaws, but then they bend and they go over. But then the fun part is when they get to know each other. We have like a march, a band, and this is when they march and get the exercise, and that's how they make friends.
Sure.
And
How
everybody
neat.
get to know each other.
Now, do you all let people come in and observe for a few minutes and see
We
if
do.
they'd really like to do that? Because I'd really like to come out there and observe and
We
see if I'd
do.
like to do that.
It's a lot of people come in and they just want to look around,
Mm-hmm.
see what we have to offer. Very few times after they look around, if they're a senior, they join.
Well, it's, you know, for $10, I mean,
Yeah.
you can't join anything around here for $10.
No.
And of course, you do have to be old enough to do that, which Kim is not, by the way.
No.
She just told us
No.
she's not.
But Kim, you can come
I
and
know.
visit.
Oh, yeah. I'll drive you, Nancy.
Okay, you can drive me. You can drive me.
You can come to the gospel singing.
I know, no,
Oh,
absolutely.
the
there's
gospel
nothing I
singing
love
you would
more.
do, yes.
And there's nothing that I love more than to be with a group of seniors. My dad was always a person that was always quite involved with the senior activities and always taught me that respectful bit. And I've worked in assisted living, and I just love that generation and that whole population just seems to have such a good time. But so many times they sit at home and they don't get involved at the senior centers, and so much of a difference. You can tell the difference of those that go out after they've retired and they go to a senior center and they get involved and they have friends and they have somewhere to go. Just their whole outlook is so much more positive.
It is, and I have some friends that they've got to play bridge out there at least once a week.
Yeah.
And Kitty Park, if you're listening this morning, I'm talking about you.
And they're the serious group.
I know they're a serious group. They're a real serious group. I know.
That's right.
Because they had one person in the foursome or eightsome or whatever it was that kept being a little bit late getting out there, and that upset them because you can't get started on your bridge game with everybody's not there. So I think that's wonderful too that you all have that area. The men's pool hall, I just think that's wonderful. And then you play bingo.
Some tall tales are being told.
Oh, you know they are.
I
they
mean,
do.
you know there's some tall tales.
And we also have another exercise room where if you just want to come and work out on the machines, we have them. Where we have the bikes, we have the we have the stair steps. We have a lot of people that have high blood pressure. Just come in there. When they come and sit down, they'll say, I have to go to the room. And they go in there and work out on the treadmill. We have the treadmill there.
That is great.
But we have Dr. Walters with the chiropractor. He come in once a month and he teach eat well, think well, and learn how to sleep well. Yes. And they love that. But we have people that come to the senior center just to have fellowship.
Right.
I know you may know him, Mr. Burris,
Criswell, Brother Criswell.
He comes, and I tell you what, we love him. He's just got the Lord down to him so much. We can, if we're singing Amazing Grace, he prays the Lord, and if we're jumping to Jerry Lee Lewis, he's still praising the Lord.
Yes, he is. He is.
Every day he comes.
He's my neighbor. He's two doors down, and when he gets off, and he just lay-lay-loo, and he says, and he is just something else. But he loves that senior center.
He come in there, and he's 90 years old.
I know.
And he come every day. Don't miss a day. But he come in there, and if like if we're having a dance, we just go get his hand.
He'll just dance around. He will.
But
now,
gospel singing is his
how old do you think I am?
Yeah.
And so he's a
we
man.
don't want this to be a best kept secret either, because see, after I called you the other day and looked at this calendar, I thought, good grief, I don't know what's going on. That's the reason I want Sharon to come on here and tell us. So this is partially funded by the city and the county.
City and the county, yeah.
And tell us where you're located. I want people
We're
to know where you
located
are.
at 230 Urban Road, right next to the YMCA. And yesterday, after I talked to you, we had a couple come in from the YMCA that didn't even know we were there.
See, I don't want that to happen anymore.
And they came in, and that afternoon, they said, we'll be back. They looked around, and I had just spoke with you, and I said, I can't believe that people don't know that we're here.
Right.
And they came in because of we had the prom, the king and queen.
Oh.
Yes, you did.
And Reba Kaler became our prom. This is the 5th prom that we've had, and she worked out at the Y. So we have people that work at the Y that come over there and eat lunch. And Reba was telling, she took the flyer, she was real excited about it, and she showed it to them. They came over there. They said, we want to come to gospel singing, but this morning they came to dance. We have a live band on the first Wednesday of the month. The Troubadours play. So they played this morning. Every first Wednesday they play a live band in the morning time.
Oh,
and
that's
people
great.
come out to dance.
Well, that'll pep you up and get you going for the
That'll
day,
get you
won't
going.
you?
Now, you talked about bingo, because I know bingo's very
Bingo
serious.
is a big thing.
Yes,
Every
bingo's very
Friday,
serious.
you have people coming in, not just on the Seth with our bus, but they pay the $1 to ride the bus and come to play bingo.
Bingo, yes.
You bring just a little item from home or just whatever they want to bring, and they put it in bingo, or either they'll pay $1 and play bingo. And they play bingo from 10 to 11,
And the little
15.
prizes, when you bring the little prize in,
That's the prize.
Those are the prize you get for winning. There's a little table or
They
whatever
win
you can
about
choose
3.
from.
Yeah, they win about 3. They let them win about 3 times, because then we supply the big, the door prizes, for the big ones.
And also, folks, if you all would like to donate, any of you businesses out there that would like to donate prizes for bingo.
Oh, that would be wonderful.
That Sharon would love for you to. Now, tell us the phone number out there, Sharon. 423-559-2171. And that's and then this is in the banner every week. It's the calendar of what they're going to do this whole week out at the senior center.
For the whole month. It comes out once a month.
Oh, well, it is a month.
Yes, it's once
Sharon,
a month.
thank you. It is a month. There's 4 weeks there. 4 weeks, so that would be a month. And so here's what we're going to do in June. And they have all kinds of things. I noticed that you have a Marine Corps DAV coming.
They come every first and second Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
And it's the DAV 1 week and the Marine Corps, and then the Vietnam veterans.
Okay.
And they have dinner. So if there's any veterans out there that would like to come and join them, they are trying to get veterans to come. That's a secret that people don't know either, because they have a lot of benefits.
Right.
Yes, there are.
And that's what these people do. They come
That's
and
what
talk
they
to you
do.
about their benefits.
They do that
Okay.
every first and second Tuesday, and they have a good crowd.
And
for
then
that.
you told me that you also work with people on Medicare, and if they need sitters for sick people, and y'all do all of that with them too.
We have people that come in that do that.
Okay.
We have like people, the hospice. We have Eagles Home Care. We have Rest Care, and we also have blood pressure nearly every Friday. It's one of the health care facilities come and do the blood pressure. Sharon's Daycare come every first Friday, and Rest Care come every fourth Friday. And at the end of every month on Thursday. And if anybody would like to donate for that, we would like to help. We do a birthday party for everybody that have had a birthday in that month.
That month.
On the last Thursday.
Well, by gollies, that's right here, Sharon, on this calendar. It says the 27th, we're going to have a birthday party, and Rest Care Home Care is doing it, evidently.
They do. Rest Care Hope, no, they do the birthday party every month. But and below that, they're going to have, our next big thing is going to be a luau. Now, you can come to that.
Okay, I can come to that.
A luau party.
I can come to the luau.
And then at 6 o'clock that night, we're going to line dance.
Well, there we go now.
So, Sharon,
I'm
thank you so much.
How
I told
fun.
Sharon when I was talking to her on the phone, I said, now we could talk about this forever and ever and ever. But the phone number out there, give it one more time in case anybody doesn't know about this best kept secret.
559-2171.
And that's the Senior Center on Urbane Road, folks. And it is another gem of Cleveland, Bradley
and if you
County.
have a parent or an aunt or uncle or whatever, you want to get them involved. I mean, Seth was right there for them.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's a great thing for
And
them.
I'm thinking about going out there and joining for $10. Sharon, thank you so much for being with us. This time has been so short because you could talk forever about this. But folks, don't go away. We'll be right back with some community activities that are going to be happening starting today and going through the weekend. So we'll be right back. Sharon, thank you so much.
Town Americana, where trucks are big and bold, and a handshake is firm, and your word is gold. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens is a $2,000 drive. Maybe you're coming from here or here, doesn't matter. Buying a truck from Don Ledford in Athens will save you at least $2,000. Don Ledford Chevy Buick GMC in Athens, a $2,000 drive worth making.
I'll take that drive every time.
At Crawford Pharmacy, we offer custom compounding. Our pharmacists are known for their attention to detail and unique expertise. So visit us at 2260 Chambliss Avenue, Cleveland, Tennessee. For personal assistance, walk right in or come up to our convenient drive-thru. Crawford Pharmacy, serving our community one person at a time.
Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast in Cleveland, is the place to find quality pre-owned cars and trucks. Kyle offers on-the-spot financing on all vehicles on the lot. Each pre-owned vehicle goes through a complete inspection to make sure each car and truck meets the Kyle Motors standard. Warranty and extended warranties available on all vehicles. Kyle Motors will sell you a car or truck that you will be proud to drive for many years to come. See Tony, Bill, Dale, James, or David and let them put you in your next quality pre-owned vehicle. Kyle Motors, 802 20th Street Southeast. Phone 790-7100.
Are you having trouble filing for disability?
Seems no one is concerned about your pain, the waiting, the denials.
While some representatives will meet with you in court, we will meet with you now to discuss your plan. We'll review with you the same file that the judges will see. Call us now. Social Security Law Center at Logan Thompson.
You're entitled to better.
This segment of Tennessee Valley This Morning is brought to you by Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, located at 511 South Lee Highway in Cleveland and 2120 Chapman Road, Chattanooga. For your next new or previously owned vehicle, make it Crown Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, the better way to buy.
And we are back.
We're back.
And this is the part where Brene always says, get out the paper and pencil. Because you're going to write some things down. And the very first thing we're going to talk about is, because I have on orange today, Butch Jones, our new football coach at the University of Tennessee, will be here tomorrow night, Friday night, at Bradley Central High School. And you got to have a ticket, folks. But we had Ty Carden on last week, and Ty said you could probably get the ticket at the door, but it would be better if you got it ahead of time. And so any morning Rotary, Sunrise Rotary, isn't that what they're called?
I think
Sunrise Rotary would have a ticket, or Pat Fuller has them down at the Orange Blossom, speaking of orange, down at the Orange Blossom Boutique, and you can get them, and they are $25. I'm thinking that's what it is. I've got something else here that tells me for sure that they're $25, but you can also go online, BradleySunriseRotary.com, and they're $25, but there's a processing fee of $2.37 if you go online. And it's Friday night at Bradley High School, and Ty and some friends will be there to tell you whether or not you're going into the Jim Smitty Gymnasium or if you're going over to the new Performing Arts Center.
Oh, okay.
It'll depend on how many people they sell tickets for.
Right.
This is a fundraiser for the Sunrise Rotary, and these folks do some great things. This money will go to Habitat, the water systems in Honduras, just several other things that they do. So go meet our new coach and wear orange.
Wear orange. There
Wear
you go.
orange. Mm-hmm.
Today's the day, guys, that we have waited for all winter long, and spring is going away in the summer. And the farmers market at 5 Points is coming this afternoon at 4 o'clock. It's open till from 4 to 7, and the early produce is going to be there. So I'm sure there's some squash there. And some of the stuff that's already come in, I think that they might even bring up. But they have all the beautiful flowers, the white flowers. They have some beautiful plants.
Live flowers.
Yes, the live flowers. And then people that have also, they've done some canning. They've done some canning.
And they sell
and they've done it. Yes, they do. I've bought pickles there. I've bought several things at the, and I'm one of those people that can't wait because I don't can. And so I can't wait till other people do it.
Right. But
And
now
so,
you make
now I may. I'm going to go look and I'm
That's
going to
right.
go watch canning.
Right.
Anyway.
Go see what Mary Lou has to
That's
offer.
right. But this afternoon at 4 o'clock, guys, it's going to be the first one. And I think the weather is supposed to hold off for us. So go out there and see what's fresh and ready to eat so you can have you some good grub this weekend.
Absolutely. And the cantaloupes, Flav's got a really good cantaloupe the other day. I think he said it was a Georgia cantaloupe. Now, we've already discussed off camera that it wasn't a McMinn, but he said it was good. So there's...
Wonders do
That's
cease
it.
to amaze us.
That's exactly right. So there may be some good cantaloupe there. This is some info from Broad Street Church. We have a camp called Wonders in the Woods, and they still have a few slots, especially for girls, at the Wolverine Tent Camp, and that's June the 26th through the 29th. And the reason I'm doing this early is because these slots fill up. And this is for open to rising 2nd through 5th graders. And they fish, they tent camp.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they tent camp. They fish, they play games, they do crafts, they paddle boat, pickleball, they do Bible studies, there's a worship service, they're cooking some of their own food, and it's a lot of fun. And this is the 26th year for Wonders in the Woods, and it's down at Johnston Woods, which is owned by Broad Street United Methodist Church. So if you're interested in that, 476-5586, call the church, 476-5586. There's just a few slots left for the June 26th through 29th Wonder in the
Some
Woods.
of my best memories are church camps.
Church
I'm
camps.
not
I love
kidding.
them.
And they're church camps, and these are the type of things we need our kids still to be doing.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're just not doing them anymore.
No, they're not.
And we need to make them.
That's
if
exactly
they
right.
whine and cry, it doesn't matter.
That's
Just
right.
sign them up and send them
Or
anyway.
if they call every day, you tell them to stay.
That's right.
That's what I did with mine.
You'll enjoy it.
That's
just
right.
For that phone call.
You really are going to have a good time.
Have a good time. The library is the Dig Into Reading summer program for children. That is starting up this Saturday with a kickoff party from 2 until 4 p.m. at the library library and the Lee University Park adjacent right there on 8th Street. And so it's going to have a great time. It's through the age of 12 years old, and this is a great program that goes on until the end of July. And so, guys, this is another thing. We don't do it like we used to do it, and we should, and they may whine and cry and carry on, but that's what they were born. We whined and cried and carried on.
Yes, we did.
And we still went. So,
and we have wonderful memories.
That's right. We have wonderful memories, and there is nothing like a reading program, and there is nothing like you read, I read, and it is something that we enjoy talking about together.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's one of those things
Absolutely.
when you find a reader. So encourage your kids to read. This is just, I mean, from the smallest kids all the way up to age 12. Take them out to the library from 2 to 4 on Saturday and kick off the reading program.
Yeah, we even had to share some tears together when we found out that Robert Parker
I know,
died.
Robert Parker.
I mean, we were
Just
heartbroken.
like, I know.
We were
It was so
heartbroken.
sudden.
One of our best the people that we read.
I know.
And it just happened. And so.
And you guys know who he is. You watched the Spencer television program back in the
Jesse
80s.
Stone.
And Jesse Stone, that's out now, the movies that are out with him. That was Robert Parker.
And he passed away very suddenly.
We
And
love
so now we don't have Robert Parker
we
to
don't.
read, and it's sad. Okay, now we have another camp, Camp Spectrum, which is coming up at Lee, June the 17th through the 20th. And that is a day camp for individuals with autism. And it will be Monday through Thursday from 8 a.m. until noon. And if you're interested in that, give a call over there to them. The cost for this year's camp is $50. I was going to tell you that number because I think I have it memorized, but I don't. And but you can do www.autismsymposium.com and find out more about this. But the Lee University, I'm going to think of what that number is in just a minute. But anyway, you can call Lee University and find out about this.
I attended the very first one of those symposiums, and it's a very, and it has grown over the years.
614-8000.
Look
I
at
knew
you.
I would.
Look at her. See, she's showing off.
614-8000, just right there in the brain. But they can tell you anything else you need to know. But it is a camp for autism, June 17th through the 20th on Lee campus. So.
And I have the Habitat for Humanity Restore. They are wanting you to come and volunteer with them. They want you to do your spring cleaning. It's about time. If you haven't done it yet, you need to do it, and to bring all of your resellable items to the Restore, and that will help the community greatly. They get to sell these items that are there. This is on Grove Avenue. This is where the old theater used to be.
Right.
Back there across from the old, I remember it was the Village Mall. It's
Mall,
the green one. Right. But anyway, bring all of the things that you have surplus or used, building supplies, hardware, cabinet, tools, appliances, clothing, artwork, furniture, anything that you
Dishes,
have.
anything.
Right, you donate it, anything, and then they can turn around and resell it, and it goes to help Habitat of Humanity.
Yes, and the wonderful thing about that is then Cherry's Jubilee goes over there and looks at what the furniture that you all have brought, and we can buy it for a very reasonable price, and then we give it to artists who redo it, and then we bring it to Cherry's Jubilee and we sell it for large amounts of money that we then turn around and put back in our schools for visiting artists and things like that. And
it's just a great place to shop. Joe and I hang out there all the time. I have bought furniture, I have bought appliances. I mean, there's some really good deals out there, and when you donate and then we shop,
that's exactly
then the
right.
community makes money, and that's what it's all about.
And I found the cutest little Santa Claus there. Like I don't have enough Santa Clauses with the red ribbon, but really cute. He was just, about this tall, and he has a selection of like 16 carols, and he has a candle in his hand, and he waves that, and he moves, and he nods, and he shakes a little bit. And so at Christmas, if you come in the red ribbon, you're going to see my Habitat Santa Claus dancing and singing for you. So
I have a bread maker that maybe after I've never used it. I bought it at the Restore. I've never used it, but after I can, maybe I'll make some.
I think so. Kim, you've been a joy to have on with me today. Thank you so much.
I've enjoyed it. I really have.
And we hope that Renee got to Knoxville all right with that Basset Hound that's going to have surgery. Folks, thank you all so much for being with us, and I'll be back with you next week. And I don't know whether it'll be
I'll be with you on Wednesday.
She'll be there Wednesday. So y'all have a great weekend, and see you then. And thank you. This
You're
was
welcome.
fun.
This was easy.
This was easy. It was very easy.
That's right. Joe and I usually fight.
I know. We were.